What up, everybody? Woo! All right, it's a lunchtime live on Your Worthy Wednesday.
Oh yeah, it's Wednesday.
I know. All right, okay, girl.
I put music on. I put Raise a Hallelujah on. We're talking about music, so we'll turn it off. But I like to start with some music.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So if you are watching on Stephanie's, drop us a hello. Hello. If you're watching mine, hello. If you're watching this later, hashtag replay because this is how we roll. And this is what it's all about. This is about connections, relationships, friendships, all of the things. And now it's really about travel too, with the people you love, with the people you want to meet. I can't even begin to tell you how many people I've met in the last, 3 weeks from places I never thought I'd meet people. And hi, my name is Christy Brandon. It's lunchtime live on Your Worthy Wednesday. And I am with someone that I met on a Zoom. I mean, you guys can.
That's how this all started.
Right? If you can relate and you've met people through Zoom, through social media. But this one, someone had said, hey, can you, one of my business partners said, hey, can you talk to my friend Stephanie? She travels a lot. She went, because we're all about saving money. We're all about this amazing membership. And I was like, absolutely. Yeah, we were on that Zoom by ourselves after everything for how long?
I think like 2 hours or something.
Yeah,
we're on Zoom for.
Just because when you have that connection, it was all good. But this is my beautiful friend, and I'm actually going to let her I'm going to let her lead this because she's led, and that's amazing in so many different ways. But Miss Stephanie Brandolini, take it away.
Buongiorno, tutos.
Buongiorno.
I might start mixing French and Spanish into that Italian, so I'll just leave it at that.
Hey, I just got back from both places, so keep going.
Yeah. Well, I'm planning to go on a big Italy trip next year, and I cannot show up as Brandolini not speaking Italian properly. So I'm going to be up in my Italian for next year. But in this moment, I am preparing for a trip that I'm going on tomorrow. All thanks to MWR Life and Travel Advantage, and I'll tell you guys why. Because like what Christy was saying about what this is all about, which is really the connections. I mean, why do we travel anyway, other than to connect either with the place we're going to, the people we're going to meet, and also ourselves? You don't have to travel with a bunch of people. You can go on a solo trip, and let me tell you, you will find some things about yourself that you needed to find, most likely. But yeah, so we're gonna kind of structure this around some stories, and then we'll share some practical things around our app. But really, guys, I mean, the story sells itself because just listen and learn. But like Christy said, we met on a Zoom because I was interested in this whole travel club and how do we earn from it? How do we start a business from this? And it was honestly a calling. And we had a long call, and we don't always have long calls, guys. Usually, people want to sign up in 10 minutes, but because we had the connection, it went on a little longer. And the whole reason I'm going on my trip tomorrow is all because of this, because when I joined up, I've had fun with the travel club, signing people up and everything. But I went to the pre-launch event for our company in Vegas a couple months ago. And not only was the event amazing, meeting amazing people throughout the company, I met an amazing woman in our team named Katrina. Hello, Katrina, if you're watching this. And we connected because I'm a writer. I mean, I love to travel. This is an amazing business, but writing is my gift. And that is what I lead with, because I'm really here to write about all of this, and travel is part of it all too. But I'll make it kind of a long story short, but I was telling pretty much my testimony in a team meeting of why I joined the company. And, because my why is building a creative empire that glorifies God in story and on screen. That's the short story of it. I can give the long version, but that's basically it. Because, guys, stories for me, and I think for everyone, are really where, we learn the most about ourselves. We have that cathartic experience, and really we're all living a story, right? You're the main character of your own story. And if you're not, then maybe you need to look at something and make yourself the main character of your own story. But yeah, so long story short, I met a fellow partner in the travel club, and we are now writing a film together, and also a rock opera. So the Rock Opera is going to be premiering in Vegas in the next year or so.
Mhm.
So mystery trip revealed. I'm going to Vegas tomorrow. It's a workcation because we're going to celebrate both of our birthdays, me and Katrina, but we're also going to meet with musicians and producers and other people we probably don't even know yet, but we know that there's like a divine orchestration happening in it. But we are
Mhm.
going to meet with some people that are going to be involved in the project. And we couldn't have got down there without traveling, right? So we've used our app to get the best deals on hotels and also have some luxury. We're going to be staying in luxury for less at the Luxor. So stay tuned for that. But also, I mentioned it was a tripception because there's 2 trips in one with this. It started out with just booking Vegas. And then a road trip to LA manifested throughout all this too, because we're going to go visit the executive producers that we're working with on the film. So that's a bit of a reveal. You'll see more as my journey unfolds over the next week, but that's what I'm telling you guys. Like, travel is transformational because it will connect you with the people that you're meant to work with. You know, like I'm speaking to you if you're like, you know, a speaker, an author, a filmmaker, you're going to have to travel. You're going to get to travel to, you know, share your message, share your gifts, share what you're offering. And we want to help you do that for less and help other people do that for less if you want, you know, or just enjoy it for yourself because, you know, let's be honest, there is an expense to it. So why would you want to spend more when you can spend less and do it in a smarter way? So that's what we're all about over here.
I
But
love it.
yeah.
Well, you know, and when I met you, and it's so funny because I connected with Katrina, you know, and you know, said, okay, come meet, because I just knew it was weird. We talk about divine stuff,
Yeah.
intervention. Because remember when I was like, okay, yo, like I knew it. I
Yeah.
knew
You actually were the one that was like, you guys should talk.
yes, I'm like, you guys need to talk because I knew your vision. I found about her faith, your faith, our faith, and I was like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
So when you were saying, "Oh, you know, you stayed longer in Vegas," and I was like, "Mama Bear, like, okay, be careful," you know, because that's how I roll. And I'm seasoned enough to do that. Okay, someone's saying hi. Let's see who's saying hi. Jose Luis.
Oh, hello, Jose. Hola.
Hola.
Partner in Mexico.
I love it. I'll just put it
Travel
right
does
here.
connects you with people all around the world that you never would have been able to connect with otherwise.
Okay, and see, that's what I mean. That you know, and getting that connection, and you know, the future plans, and just the path that we're put on.
Mm-hmm.
And you are on a path that is leading to your dreams, like the things that you've always wanted to do, the things, your goal, your why, right? To tell people about your faith, to work with people who have that same alignment, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what he's done. I mean, I feel like with this community that we have and this membership, and yes, is it a business for some? Yes. Is it a membership only for others? Yes. Because that's what we're sharing. We're sharing an amazing membership that gives you luxury for less, saves you lots of money on travel. It's a one-stop shop. Done, right? We're a wholesaler with no uppity up because we have no marketing. We have no William Shatner saying priceline.com. You know, we are, this is it, y'all. You're getting us saying become a member, start saving money. Is there a part of it that helps you maybe earn something digitally? Yep. Well, you know, and one of the reasons why I said yes to that is because we have a part of our of the reward system as becoming an ambassador, and it's having your membership auto funded.
Yeah.
Which means you'll never see that membership every month because it's covered by the reward system that we have. So that I love. But the travel, like you said, you meet people. I connected. I just got back from my first life experience.
Yeah, I want to hear about yours too, because
Oh,
we were talking about Italy before we got on, and you just got back from there, right? On this
yes,
Mediterranean cruise life experience.
yes, and you know, I got to visit Italy, France, um,
The
Spain.
Vatican. I saw you were in the Vatican doing it live in the Vatican.
It was so cool. And I was in this, we were on our way to the Sistine Chapel, and you go
Mhm.
through this like tunnel. But once you get in there, you can't have your camera on, you can't do any of that. So I was like, I'm going live. Like I want people to see these walls, this ceiling, you know, because not everybody can travel yet, has traveled yet, or maybe has this, doesn't have this on their live list or bucket list, but now they do. Like I want to inspire people to live. right? What do they say? You only live once. No, you die once, so live.
I heard it said like that before. No, you die once, so live.
Live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Period. And that's just been my mindset since saying yes to this opportunity and kind of seeing what it's about. But on this cruise, I got to meet people from all over the globe. I was very honored to say that we were the only ones from the US. There's a few from Canada that were originally from Ukraine and Russia. I mean, there were people from Africa. She celebrated her 60th birthday, right? And she had one of her friends with her, a traveling companion. There were members who brought their mom and, dad and kids. And it was amazing. And knowing, because, I'm like, man, they saved money on this. Because I remember when I booked it, I was looking at the prices and I went and compared. I went to the cruise line. I'm like, it was almost $1,000 savings. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. And did it include the drink package? Yep. Did it include, yep. So that's what I'm talking about. And I met like-minded people, like those who want to, you only die once. So live. and they were like, okay, yeah. Okay, Coral. Hey, Coral. She said she's in her travel season. I'm in my travel era. Yeah, season.
My audacious travel era.
Yes, I am seasoned in my travel era.
Yeah.
So that part, I was so blown away. And then, you go on excursions, you visit these places when you walk into a cathedral and it's been there since the 1300s. And I was just in awe. And my husband loves loves those places. And I do too. And I have so many pictures and I've been dripping the pictures because I don't want to overwhelm. And I want people to actually look at them and see them.
Yeah. Like a slow reveal is better than a dump.
Yes. And one of the best things too is I got to enjoy this trip, not just with my husband, but with my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, who I've never traveled with. We spent holidays together. I've known them for over 30. Well, I've known him for over 30 years, her long time. I adored her before this trip. I love her.
Oh, that's good because I think this is something Rhonda said on your live too. It's like you do learn about people when you travel with them, like extra.
Yes. And my brother-in-law, I think one of the very last things I said to him, like, okay, and I have to say, we're more alike than I ever dreamed of, ever. And it was amazing. And I had, because I work at a church too, and I end up streaming. I do their tech stuff, and I streamed the church service here in Illinois from Barcelona.
Oh, nice.
And I thought, man, technology is freaking great. Right? And I was like, okay, I got done and I'm getting this text. Hey, go out in the balcony. Look at 10 o'clock, red umbrellas. And I'm like, what? They were at a rooftop bar, right? A block away. And I know I've said this in one of these lives, but I was amazed. I'm like, I went on our terrace and I'm like, and of course they take a picture, like, get your sign out. And I got my sign out and they took a picture from it. But I was like, I'm in Barcelona right now. Like this is blowing my mind. By the time I reached that rooftop restaurant that they were at, they were already planning our next trip.
Yeah.
And my husband was like, yeah. And so we're thinking this. Are there life experiences for that already set up? Or, can we use the AI? I was telling him about the AI and I'm like, okay. Those who know me and know my husband know that that's not him. He lets me do the talking. Yes, it's his family, but the interest in what I've done. I mean, there's only so many Tupperware bowls that he could talk about when I did Tupperware, or just it's not a thing. But the man was like, "Yo, dude," and I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, it gets infectious, the kind of energy, and there's something about. I can't even put my finger on it. Like the energy of our community and everything. There's the reason why people that have made millions in other companies are coming. I'm not saying anything against anything else, but there's something about the energy here that's and I know that can sound woo woo and blah blah blah. Woo, but it's also woo woo rooted in wisdom. So
okay, write that down. That's true. Hey, Bill, it is a great opportunity to see the world. It is, Bill.
Okay, Bill. Yeah, yes, it definitely is.
And one of the things that I love is I can't wait until the people, the members, because I have members who've already booked things and actually not can't wait because I've already heard stories, but how they're enjoying and how they're like, oh my gosh, this was amazing. Oh my gosh, I just saved $200 on a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, I just saw, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I told you, this is so exciting. Or someone, they just bought tickets to some concert because we have a partnership with Ticketmaster, and they used our portal to click. It takes them to Ticketmaster. She's like, okay, so what do? I said, you're just going to share the little thing with us and or with your Travel Advantage portal, and you get travel credit. So $1 per 100 spent, we get travel credit. If you you get loyalty points, dollar for dollar. See, that's another thing. I had someone say, so I'm just paying for this membership every month. I'm like, yes. But what happens is they take that, your membership that you pay a monthly, and they convert it into travel points, loyalty points, dollar for dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have a little upgrade you can take advantage of that will double those points every month, give you a bigger discount. I did that because I'm all about turbo. I'm all about the biggest discount.
Yeah.
And that's a one-time lifetime fee. I am freaking so excited about that because I just saw even bigger savings. And we have the opportunity at the end of being a loyal member for 12 months. This is where I go. And after you've been a member for 12 months, on your 13th month, you can pick a trip for 2 of any of the life experiences and use 100% of your points.
Yeah.
A free vacation, y'all. I mean, you have to pay flights because
vacation, like a life experience. That's
yes.
And
I'm just like, oh, and you could be an elite member and you'll have, and if let's say you don't spend, you have over 1,400, you could points. And when I say points, I mean dollars that you can spend on life experience. If you're turbo, how about over 3,100, right? That just blew my mind. I'm like, but I've been using my points because I want to try. I want to live. And
I've been using them along the way too, but you can still use all of them at the end, whatever they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the AI, like I didn't know what to do in Barcelona, and we end up spending 4 extra days, and I did the AI.
I love the AI. I mean, I wrote a novel that has AI as a character, so
I know. I am reading it right now on my Kindle.
Oh, you are? Oh, thank you.
I am.
By the way, I'm going to do a little shameless plug. This is the book she's talking about, you guys. Follow me on my page.
Actually, she's going to put her link in her comments for Amazon to get that book. Because listen, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you're watching this and you're a friend of Stephanie's or a friend of mine, or if you're not a friend of ours yet and you're just passing by and you see this and you're like, oh, I want to travel. I want to live. You only die once, right? Then comment below, say more info, give it to me, put an airplane, whatever, because right now it's all about supporting. There's so much going on in this world. My goal, and I know it's Stephanie's too, that's why we're on that Zoom for a few hours, is to spread kindness, spread love, spread joy, spread just happiness, positivity. And I don't know anything that's more positive, joyful than vacation or a weekend away or meeting new people, building relationships, having those connections. And the best part about this, you can travel with whoever you want to. You can work with whoever you want to. You can share it with whoever you want to.
Yeah, it's like very much like, you get to choose. I was actually watching a training last night and then I fell asleep. So I finished watching it this morning when I was working out. It was Laura in the UK.
Yes.
Yeah, she was talking about that. She's like, she was giving some advice on like going through your friend list and stuff. And she's like, don't just approach everyone. You get to choose who's in your business. There's some people who you don't want to be in your business. Let's be honest. So, and that's something actually I was talking to God about on my walk this morning was like, I don't want to ever be mean or anything, but if you have that intuitive thing of like, this person, like I give love to them, but they're not meant to be in my circle, honor that. And, your energy is precious. Your yes is precious. So use it wisely.
Well, and that's the best part too. So if a member decides, and I will say the majority of them do, to become an ambassador, right? So, because when you do that, I mean, literally you're paying $99 a year to become an ambassador. What does that give you? It gives you the chance to have your membership auto-funded where you never see it, right? But you still get all the loyalty points. And it's just by sharing it with 3 people. So I always say, all right, if we're going to do this and you want to get your membership auto-funded, let's have a Zoom, but I want you to be intentional, right? Invite invite 8 to 10 people, you know, who love to travel, who this would be interesting for, love to save money on travel. Maybe like that one vacation a year, right? And let's go. Let's jump on a Zoom and get it and get your 3 and get you auto funded. And that's even better. And now they are excited. You're helping. I travel heals, and I have it right here. Travel heals.
Yeah. Yeah. I always like to say, just because, like, I mean, I'll be honest, when I first got into this, I did have some like PTSD from other things that I've done that, like, I'm like, did I jump into this too soon and all this stuff? But I don't know. Ultimately, I took it to God, and he's like, I told you to go for it. That's literally what he said. So I'm like, okay.
So why are you questioning me?
I know, right? Yeah. But there was something in the questioning that's like, ultimately it's about trusting. Yeah, trust God, but you got to trust yourself too.
Absolutely.
And I always like to say to people, keep it simple. It's all about the power of 3. And Jose, that's very interesting. You grew up in Chicago.
I know. I'm like, I know where Palatine and Barrington is. Yes. It was about 2 hours south.
Yeah, but it's like the power of 3. Like if you share it with 3 people, you get your membership auto funded. You could keep growing from there and have a very lucrative stream of income if you want. You don't have to, but at least you're not paying for a membership, and you get all the benefits. And then you do that for other people, and they do 3 and 3. The power of 3, guys.
Right. Well, and I actually was in a Zoom before this. One of my team members, she's like, hey, can you jump on a 3-way Zoom? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And, you know, someone who reached out to her on social media that she wasn't friends with, but she saw her, you know, and she asked her questions about it. And so we jumped on a 3-way Zoom, and she had watched some videos, and I asked, so what stood out for you? And she may be watching, you know, and she was just like, you know, she's been in network marketing before. And she's like, this isn't, you know, this, and I had said, this isn't network marketing, because I don't believe it is. Like, I believe it is, you're sharing a membership. And if you decide you want to get your membership auto funded, you become an ambassador. We're living in that digital world, right? In a membership world. And this is a membership for travel, just like your membership to Amazon or your membership to Netflix, right? So, but she said, I love that I don't have to sell a product. Like, I'm not selling anything. However, there's advantages, because one, she's like, I can save money on my travel. I can share this with people I know who love to save money, who maybe can't afford to go on a vacation, a huge vacation, because it's, you know, whatever, it's too expensive. But now they see this, they see our life experience, they see it's all done for them. And now they have that built-in travel savings. But she's like, I see it, but she's like, the whole not selling anything. I'm not selling a product. I am sharing. I said, joy. Yeah. I go, and every time you go on a trip, it's a write-off. You know, I'm just like,
never mind the tax benefits, guys. Like, yeah, write off your life with this.
Exactly. And I have people joining my team right now for the tax benefits. And if you're with the IRS, I'm telling you, you already know, if you're in this business, all the things. I love that part. I love the part that we are helping so many people. Maybe they're even healing from past trauma, like you said, PTSD from other companies. And with the way, listen, again, I've been a professional network marketer for over 30 years. I've seen the ups, downs, and all arounds. There are still companies out there rocking it. However, a lot of them aren't. A lot of them are at the whim of those in charge, right? Those 1% who are making all the money. I'm just going to say it, because that's just how it is. And it's heartbreaking that they don't have any control over, okay, we're changing the comp plan, we're changing this, we're changing that, you no longer have a team, you know. It's heartbreaking. And I feel very blessed that I wasn't in that rigmarole.
Yeah.
And I said yes, but I've had the experience, and I am so excited about working with so many new people and helping so many. And I will say, this girl today too said, you know, I've asked a couple people, she's like, but you just get that vibe, you get that. All right, say yes.
Yeah, other people that were in this had approached me and Sorry if you guys are watching this, but I wasn't impressed with how some people reached out to me. I hadn't talked to them in like a year, and they sent me this big long text about this whole thing that's launching. I didn't even read it, guys. That's not the way. You got to at least buy me dinner first. Metaphorically, you know what I mean?
Or a glass of wine.
Yeah,
oh, by the way, I'm real.
First, you know, like if you jump into my inbox with a big spiel, I don't care if it is going to make me $1 million tomorrow. I probably won't read it because it just reads like not good.
Well, and here's the deal. We don't have to do that.
Yeah.
We're just doing what we're doing, and, you know, we're saving money, and I want everybody to freaking save money. I have, we're not, by the way, we're not travel agents at all. I don't have time to book anybody's travel or do anything like that. But I have travel agent friends who are joining my team because, one, they're adding on to what they're doing now. Two, one's like, this is a lot. I love this. This is, you know, I'm like, I know, you know, who is no longer going to be a travel agent. Her goal is to just do this and show people how to use it, and they can book their own and save money.
And that's empowering too. Like, I mean, I used to spend so much time jumping between sites, which is the cheapest. But now I jump on this and I'm like having fun, like planning the next thing. And then sometimes I do go on, I'm like, what is like the comparison thing? Because I'm like, I want to see I'm getting the best deal. I'm like, it just feels good. I'm like, I'm getting a deal, you know?
Yeah.
Even when I'm
better
billionaire, like I will still like have fun getting deals or something.
Here's the deal. Some people are millionaires because they have that mindset.
Yeah.
Saving money. I mean, listen, my husband is that spreadsheet king, and, you know, I always tell him we wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for you. And he's like, just keep making the money. I mean, he's retired now, but you know, he handled, that was his job, was budgeting millions of dollars, do all that thing. And now, you know, I feel blessed, but I feel honored to be able to share this with so many people. So many people. And just so if you're watching right now and you're thinking, well, how many people? I started in June was when I was approached to help pre-launch this. We haven't even launched yet, y'all. We launched in February. We're pre-launching now. However, there were 400 of us. Now there's almost 4,000 in that short amount of time. So timing and positioning is everything. We're looking for someone in every state, city, and province.
Yeah, and country. Like I just had to having someone joining from Singapore. Yes,
I was so excited, and I'm gonna have my map. I'm gonna get one of those maps so I can put pins in.
Yeah. Oh, where we have our team. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yes, because I'm gonna do one color of where I've traveled and another color of where my team is. I mean, there's nothing better. All right. Well, listen, you guys, we are so glad you joined us, but we're so glad if you want more information. We're happy to help. And guess what? Information is free. That I love to. So if you want more info, put more info in the box. If you're watching this and you're already part of this amazing community, this amazing movement, because that's truly what it is. It's a movement of bringing joy and happiness back to everybody. Have that YOLO. I'm going to start calling Yodo. You only die once.
Yeah.
Yodo.
I'm going to put hashtag Yodo.
I'm going to put hashtag Yodo. We're making a movement right now. And this is how we roll. Thank you for joining us. And Stephanie, do you want to say anything at the end?
Yeah, I'll close this out.
Let's do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys, I'm all about like sharing, and you know, I love how we're saying it is a sharing thing over selling. But I mean, I don't want you to have any negative opinions about selling. If you got something awesome, sell it. You know, sell the dream by living the dream, you know, like, and I've posted about this recently about there's a time, and it'll happen for you if you're on this journey of like going after your dreams. There will come a time you're like, oh my God, I'm actually living it. And I hope you get to that, because I've had that moment several times, and there's nothing like it, you know, and it's, you know, honestly, sometimes that in between of like, I'm living the dream, and you know, that's actually maybe even better than when you actually get there, because it's full of possibility, full of hope, and you're in the moment of it. You know, I had this moment yesterday of like, you know, that moment when you're about to go on a trip and you have a plan, you know, but you know that something better is going to happen if you live it. You know, that like pre-flight, I don't know, fun kind of thing. Yes. Yeah, I hope you have more of that in your life. And yeah, like Christy said, reach out to us for info about this travel club. You know, it's amazing. You're going to save at the very least. At the very best, I don't know, you could really get your financial goals met, really have that prayer answered if you've been praying for an additional income stream, praying for something to not just like help you survive, but help you thrive. You know, like I have this as a vehicle to fund my God-given dreams, you know? So that's what we're all about. We're about making wishes real, making dreams come true, and living fully, because you only die once.
Hey! Yeah, did you see my hat? As soon as you said it, I was like,
Oh, I love that. Yeah. I gotta get some.
All right, guys. Again, thanks for joining us. Have a blessed day. You're worthy Wednesday. You're worthy to have it all. So go out and get it. Bye, guys.
Bye.